Thank you all very much for having me today. Mr. President, Chief Dr. Ogbonna Chime, our own indefatigable leader, professional members. In as much as I would like to adopt the already established protocols, I would also like to appreciate the presence of my colleague and brother, Architect Dangiwa Umar, who was a chairman in Katsina while I was a national woman leader. We've come a long way, and the representative of Katsina State Governor, and so many of them here. With great honor, I stand before you as yours. One of you and forever a town planner. Appreciating the role of town planning in nation building, in as much as this is a goodwill message, but that is inevitable. I know so many sister buddies in this country, we accept the role of town planning in nation building, strengthening the nation and its development. To this end, I must appreciate the leadership and membership of the National Institute of Town Planning on this apt theme for this year's annual general meeting, 2025. Not to belabor us, but until town planning forms the critical mass in the political space, networking will not be easy. What do I mean by this? From ward to local government to state and the national level, please endeavor to come out, challenge, contest elections. I say this painfully because, with due respect, if you look at this high table today, we have representatives of Kano, Delta, so many others today, Your Excellencies, but how many are town planners, including Architect Dangiwa Umar? We give it to the architects. Once you form a governor, the governor will pick another and another and another of your profession. Lecturers in our universities, brilliant colleagues that are languishing in ministries, to become commissioners and occupy other sensitive positions. Am I correct? That means we must challenge the next election. I am speaking today painfully because I do not want to speak as a town planner. I want to speak as a politician or political town planner that I am. A tree cannot make a forest. If I have governors today as town planners as my colleagues, if I had other ministers as my colleagues, and have so many commissioners as my colleagues, we will form a team of pressure group. You can only win from within, you can't fight from without. Am I correct? Are we agreeing and promising this humble body and the national president that we will challenge the next election? We will support each other to contest in positions until town planners form the required critical mass in governance. It is not enough to be brilliant. It is not enough to embody yourself. You are NITP. But what can you do beyond being the national chairman? What can I do beyond being a minister and now a former minister? You will not have the network. But it is achievable. And the time is now. Are we in this together? Then we will discuss after this meeting. Mr. President, I appreciate you most humbly. I thank all our female sisters, leadership from Royal College, I appreciate representatives of the governors. Thank you for appreciating town planning as an institution. And I hope when we come knocking, don't shut your phones. Are we speaking? I will be on your doors. And not because I am out of this committee, I'm part of the planning committee. Unfortunately, I've been below the weather. I summoned much courage to just come up here to say this because I found something really missing, which my brother actually figured out. Thank you very much. And I hope tomorrow I will have the strength to do much more. But when I watched yesterday's one, I realized I had a critical role here. And I had to just get off my drip and make myself visible here. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Another round of applause for our eloquent minister, town planner, Dr. Aliyu. We can only win from within and not from outside, only when we embrace politics and be actively involved in politics. We will now invite Town Planner Mrs. Helen Fadipe, the President, Royal Institute of Planning, for her 1-minute goodwill message. Round of applause for the President of Royal Planning Institute for her 1 minute.
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to stand on all existing protocols because of the time that's already far gone. My goodwill message is to congratulate my compatriot, classmate, Dr. Chime Ogbonaya. For those who don't know, we both went to Yaba College of Technology. So the first time in history, we are having the president of the NITP, a former student of Yaba Tech, and the president of the Royal Town Planning Institute from the same organization. So I'm here to celebrate my former classmates and a friend, and of course to celebrate the whole of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners. I don't want to take up much time, so I'm just going to really just say a couple of things. First, to say that your president has an art for planning in Nigeria. He visited the United Kingdom in January when I was inaugurated. For those who don't know, I'm the first African descent president of the RTPI. I'm also the 111th, which means that the first black in over 100 years ever to attain such a position. And by God's grace, the King Charles, gave me an honor. I was awarded an Order of the British Empire in 2024 for services to the planning profession. I stand on the shoulders of the giants before me. I stand on the shoulders of the great institutes that developed me. I stand on the shoulders of that granted me free primary education, secondary education, all the way before I went to Nigeria. So I just want to acknowledge all that Nigeria has given me as an individual, even though I've lived in England more than I've lived in Nigeria, but I do appreciate what he has done. Why I've mentioned this is to say that your president has a heart for this country. When he visited in England in January, he instituted a discussion to have a memorandum of understanding between our two great institutes. And we will be shortly signing that memorandum of understanding shortly. So I just want to acknowledge his contribution to this great body. Secondly, he has a heart for the future of the youth. He has a heart for the future of town planning in this country. And to that regard, we are working together to see how we can build capacities to foster better experience and education in Nigeria. So once more, I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the distinguished guests. Thank you to the minister and all those who are here present for the great opportunity to be part of this august occasion. And I wish you all a very good conference. Thank you.
Another round of applause to the President, Royal Institute of Planners, the representative of Enugu State Governor, representing the Governor of Enugu here.
For town planners to get involved in politics is very apt. And I agree with her. Except you are inside, you won't be able to change many things. Some of the progress we have made in Anambra is because, for the first time, somebody at the head of planning also attends the executive council meetings. So we've done some things, the governor supports planning, and we will invite you soon to see some of the wonderful things that are happening in Anambra State. Thank you to the NITP for what you are doing. Even though I'm a lawyer, I keep telling my colleagues in Anambra that I am now a semi-town planner. And I will leave by saying that town planning is a divine profession.